Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let's go. 18 Gators.
59.
Hey, exit.
Mike part 9.
Let's go.
On first down, Weiss. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
58, the money. Defense wins championships, baby. 58, right over there, right over there.
Back to throw. Weiss into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 30 base.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Hey! Hey! Wahoo! And let's go!
Operating from the gun, Weiss, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Weiss. He can run for it, and he will.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 31, check 31. Patsy.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Carry. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check, 80 weapons.
Check hot route.
Go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Weiss, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Mike, 58, right there. Wants to run.
Operating from the gun. Weiss. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Pollard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Carry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Weiss. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, keep 6. Keep 6.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check 13. Watch the safety trip.
Here's Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
31 yards on the punt there. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
59. Mike to 59. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weiss. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw on 3rd down. Weiss, and that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
That's the way.
Exit. Get it.
2nd and 4. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Corey Littleton able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Draw corkers.
Check 9, check 9.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Wait.
On third down, here's Coleman. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, high 7, 5.
The final shot before break. Carey. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. To throw on second down. Carey. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, but I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note of that happens.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. On the return, Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Hey, Zoo.
Looking to throw on second down. Carry. And that's complete to Cooks. A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
53, check 53. Watch the
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 5. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Look at me. Go.
2nd and 14. His throw incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Coleman. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Off play action, it's Minshew. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there. And now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On the ready.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Check. Snap.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Run for Pollard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you...
Brandon Cooks, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, baby.
Hey, seam 6. Right up.
On 1st and 10, Weiss, open man is Samuel, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Look at me. Zipper.
March 59.
Fire.
From the gun, Weiss. And incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Switch. Go.
Looking to throw. Carry. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Pilot, 64, weak. Stand. Go. Mike, deep grip.
Operating from the gun. Carry. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51. I don't even know why this team showed up. 51, Mike 51.
From the gun. Carry. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays.
And it'll be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Weiss. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ready.
Throwing again. Weiss. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Weiss. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
53 is the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Looking deep, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Alpha.
To throw on second down. Weiss, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Weiss, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. Corey Littleton bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On fourth down, Weiss. That's caught by Howard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He gets it complete to Harris. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Go!
Throwing on first down. Nielsen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah.